Hi guys, welcome back to TechnoPow, and next week will be the premiere of Batwoman Season 3, Episode 5, entitled A Lesson from Professor Pyg. I have mentioned numerous times on this channel that Laszlo Valentine is one of my favourite DC villains, and overall villains in general. I just love the fact that he is so disturbed and so crazed, and there is no coming back for him. So with Pyg getting another live-action adaptation, I thought this would be the perfect time to give a little bit of a rundown on this lesser-known Batman rogue, Laszlo Valentine, aka Professor Pyg. So, here we go. Professor Pyg is a character who is most well recognised as a mad scientist and surgeon who seeks to make the world and people better, or perfect. To achieve this goal, Pyg abducts and operates on innocent souls to make them into his Dolatrons. Dolatrons are genderless, lobotomized people who Pyg has operated on and surgically altered in order to make them perfect. Dolatrons are the perfect human beings in Pyg's mind. Laszlo Valentine was created by Grant Morrison and Andy Kubert. He first appeared in 2007 in Batman number 666, which I thought was a clever way of introducing him, as 666 is the devil's number. Morrison wanted a creepy character to be featured in Batman comics, and so he and Kubert came up with the insane idea of this character. Professor Pyg's name comes from the song by Kahimi Carey and Momus, Pygmalion, which is a reference and spin on the play Pygmalion, an ancient Greek myth that was turned into a play in 1913. While Professor Pyg's backstory is very shadowy and somewhat unknown, Morrison said that he had developed a detailed backstory for him. However, he didn't use it because he didn't think Pyg would ever appear again. In short, Laszlo Valentine was a chemist who worked for an organisation named Spiral. He was tasked with creating a replica of the disease Alzheimer's in the form of an identity-destroying chemical. However, Laszlo was exposed to his own work while creating it. The chemical completely erased his mind, and he managed to create an entirely new persona which he called Professor Pyg. Professor Pyg's first major story arc was in the 2009 run of Batman and Robin, which focused on Dick Grayson taking up the mantle of Batman and Damian Wayne as Robin. After discovering and interrogating members of a strange mob group named the Circus of Strange, Batman and Robin learn that Pyg is planning to spread mind-controlling gas into Gotham, a plan he calls the Year of the Pyg. Laszlo also captures Robin and attempts to turn him into a Dolatron. However, Dick manages to confront the mad scientist and arrests him. While Valentine is sent to Blackgate, the medics cannot save the mutilated Dolatrons. After DC rebooted their entire universe with the New 52 in 2011, Pyg was given more storylines and, in my opinion, played a larger role in comics. He made several cameo appearances as an Arkham Asylum inmate in most comics, however there is one story arc that I particularly like. In the first volume of the weekly series Batman Eternal from August 2014, Carmine Falcone attempts to take control of Gotham once again and starts a gang war with Penguin. Falcone attempts to distract Batman by framing him for the destruction of Professor Pyg's laboratory. Enraged, Pyg sends his Dolatrons to assault Batman, but Bruce tells him that Falcone was responsible. In retaliation, Professor Pyg destroys one of Falcone's labs, uses the equipment to make several human-animal hybrids, and attempts to operate on Falcone through an electric chair. Of course, Batman stops him, and Professor Pyg is defeated. Some more interesting events that happened with Pyg was in 2011's Batman number 1, when Bane usurped control of Gotham, and the villains attempted to fight over who should get complete control. Professor Pyg did manage to gain control of a small section, but this was taken over by Bane. Now the interesting part, Scarecrow tells Pyg to consume the Venom drug to battle Bane and usurp his control. It's crazy, isn't it? Also, before the New 52, Pyg fathered a son named Janos Valentine, who became the criminal known as the Son of Pyg. The Son of Pyg led the criminal organisation known as Leviathan, and claimed that his father taught him to be immune to pain. Pyg has also been a member of the Secret Society of Supervillains. While the popularity of Pyg's character has allowed him to appear in other Batman media, he has not appeared in as much as you think. He has only appeared in a handful of things. Professor Pyg was a recurring character in the 2013 animated television series Beware the Batman. He was voiced by Brian George. Pyg is also less crazy in this series. He, along with Mr. Toad, are eco-terrorists who hunt down people who they deem to have committed crimes against the animal kingdom. However, he was still a surgeon, but transformed his victims into human-animal hybrids instead of Dollatrons. Professor Pyg's most famous appearance is without a doubt Batman Arkham Knight. The one thing I love about the Arkhamverse is the way they portray Batman and his world. I mean, it's literally like all the comics have been brought to life, and Pyg was no different. In this game, Professor Pyg appears as the main villain of my personal favourite side mission, The Perfect Crime. This mission involves Batman investigating several mutilated corpses put on display around Gotham, eventually leading him to finding the killer, Laszlo Valentine / Professor Pyg. Pyg's personality and motivations are so spot on that I can't even describe them. This version remains my favourite version of the character to this day. He was voiced by Dwight Schultz. Pyg also appeared in the 2018 animated film Suicide Squad Hell to Pay. I just remembered this, so I thought I'd just quickly throw it in there while I was making this video. Professor Pyg made minor cameo appearances in the television show Batman the Brave and the Bold, and the video game Injustice 2. He had no lines. Laszlo Valentine appeared in the 4th season of the Fox television series Gotham, which you all know I love, so I won't start rambling about how amazing the show is. He debuted in the 6th episode, Hog Day Afternoon, and was portrayed by Michael Cerveris. In this series, at least his debut, he was portrayed more as a vigilante who slaughters corrupt members of the GCPD and dresses them in pig flesh. However, Pyg begins to get more brutal and wilder as the series goes on, because he begins killing more innocent people. Valentine also serves pies made out of people at the Falcone Home and School for Orphans. Later on, it was revealed that this was all a conspiracy by Sophia Falcone to usurp control of the criminal underworld from Penguin. Sophia also proceeds to kill Laszlo. As I said at the start of the video, Professor Pyg will make an appearance in Batwoman next week. He will appear in Season 3, Episode 5, titled A Lesson from Professor Pyg. The recently revealed synopsis has said that Pyg will drop in on the gathering of Brian Wilder, Jada Jet, Marcus Jet, and I think Sophie. The trend of the season so far has been new people gaining hold of the Batman villain trophies. So it is unknown if Professor Pyg will be the original Laszlo Valentine, or if it will be a new version of the character who has gained possession of the Pyg mask. However, Pyg's mask wasn't seen as part of the trophies at the end of Season 2, so my best guess is it will be Laszlo Valentine, but this, it could always change in the future. In my opinion, Professor Pyg is one of the most disturbing DC characters in their whole universe, and one of the most disturbing characters in general, in all of fiction. But I am a big fan of disturbing things, and so Professor Pyg is one of my favourite characters, and one of my favourite Batman villains in general. It's just been Halloween, so I hope some of you went as Professor Pyg for trick-or-treating. Let me know down below if you did. Back for my opinion on the character. I love Laszlo Valentine, and I really do believe that he could carry an entire film if written the right way. And any of you may say that that's the case with any other Batman villain, but look at it this way. If Pyg was put as the main villain in a Batman film and written the right way, that film may be given an R rating. Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson, you have a pick for the villain for the Batman too. If you're trying to make a grimier and grittier Batman, Pyg is the way to go. I think Professor Pyg is a severely underrated character in cinema terms, and he really needs to be used more. Like I said, Professor Pyg is one of my favourite Batman villains and favourite villains in general. The character is so unique and shows the darker side of DC. There you have it, guys. That's DC Comics Explain Professor Pyg. I wanted to do this video because like I said, he is going to be in Batwoman. So I was just bursting for another DC Comics Explain video to do. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.